Judy. So, got a plan?
Damn right I do. Come over to mine tonight. Gonna lay the groundwork with Tom and Roxy. They're with us. Micah will be here too.
How'd you manage that?
Got something really big. Tell you everything tonight. Last thing, what do you like on your pizza?
A&A. Artichokes and avocado flavor. And zucchini for good measure.
Ooh, fancy. So, I'll see you come evening?
You gonna tell me this big secret of yours?
Figured out how to tweak behavioral chips. Turn dolls into fighters.
Sounds like my kind of plan.
We'll go over the specifics tonight. You're coming, right?
Of course I'll be there.
Welcome back to Tran Wins Cyberpunk 2077, episode 33. I ended up releasing 2 videos for Thursday, so if you're looking for more Cyberpunk, please check out the other video. Just consider that a bonus video. I try to release a video every day. I'm gonna have to figure out what else to record. I was thinking about doing RimWorld because that just released and I never learned how to play that game. But I don't know if anybody wants to watch me flounder about. That would basically be Tran Fails RimWorld. Because it's a very complex game. I don't think I would survive. This episode will be primary side characters storyline, namely Judy and Panea.
Hey V, come on in. Pizza's getting cold.
You don't get any pizza, even though everybody makes a big deal out of it. There is no pizza for you.
You made it. Good. Grab a seat. This is Roxanne. She's worked at Clouds longer than any of us.
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you.
When I heard what you pulled at Clouds, shit, I so regretted I was off that day.
Just eat the free pizza and then we're out of here, okay?
Were you and Evelyn close?
Yeah, blew up in her face when she showed up back at Clouds. She was supposed to be long gone, the one who got away. But deep in my heart, I was glad to see her back. Feel like such a gunk now.
How are ya?
Okay, I guess, but, you know, sad as hell.
I tried to squeeze in a third dialogue there. You only get 2 before Michael comes out.
You'll never get rid of the stench of the corpse. You drop a lot of them, don't you? What's your secret?
So changed your mind, huh? Quickly, too.
I'm here. Doubt I need to explain why.
All right, chill. Not here to squabble with you.
Wouldn't put it past you.
Judy convinced you. Call me satisfied.
By the way, Forrest didn't show up for work today. Or yesterday.
We didn't actually kill.
No shit, I wonder why.
He just encouraged to leave Night City.
Got sick, maybe. Or hit the lottery jackpot. Bought himself a ticket to the moon.
Could be anything.
Done saying hello to each other? Revolution won't plan itself. I modified the behavioral chip. It can equip any doll with a motor reflex system. In other words, make the doll move and fight like a Preem-tier solo.
Fascinating, isn't it? What one can learn while tuning fake orgasms for the Moxes.
Mind stepping outside? Can't smoke in here.
You'll air it out later. Fine, I'll sit by the window.
The body will react as if executing a well-trained series of movements. Already tested it out on Tom. Chip's impulses supplant any natural reflexes, so it'll make users feel like they're experiencing cyberpsychosis.
But it's basically the same as when we activate ourselves for a client.
They say it's the same, but they are totally in control of the situation right now. You'll hear this through dialogue later and through the practice right now. I don't know what that thing in the top left of my screen is.
Solo skills don't lie in just executing movements. There are split-second processes that happen. Logistics, decision-making, result of years of practice. Doubt your chip's capable of compensating for that.
You're probably right, but I don't see another way. Alternative's intensive training. but we don't have time for that.
How did you ever come up with this?
Learned how the behavioral chip works at Clouds. Always seemed like they must be pretty easy to modify. I'm surprised I didn't get the idea the moment we walked into Maiko's office.
Count yourself lucky. What with all the cams and mics and clouds? Tiger Claws would sooner dig those chips out of the dolls with screwdrivers than let an idea like this run its course.
Tech that's all pros and no cons. I don't buy it. Side effects, spill them.
Combat mode auto-initiates when a threat is present, and there's no way to stop it. Can't find a workaround.
And that's it.
I don't know. Only way to determine that'd be through months of testing on a range of subjects.
There's an ethical side, too. You could murder someone and not remember a thing.
They make this sound like nobody's ever thought of weaponizing dolls before. In the nature of mankind, people have always tried to weaponize everything.
All right? Gotta see it to believe it.
Finally, someone said it.
Tom?
If you say you're impressed, Michael will demand a demonstration, so you'll still get your butt handed to you.
Pulled that sequence from a kung fu training virtue.
Gotta admit, not bad.
Yeah, for the market square in Kabuki. Before we start talking serious biz, gonna need to see serious action.
You just saw him.
I saw a bar trick. I want to see a fight. Got an expert in causing bodily harm among us. I want to see how Tommy handles her.
V?
You hit this guy before battle begins, you get a free hit. But you can never kill him.
Just don't mess up my digs, okay? I like it here.
There's actually a scripted event that happens when he takes damage, which I will show off just by doing a power jump. So, the power jump makes people go, ooh, when you do it near them. So I'm just gonna actually do that to him, and then we'll enter the cutscene from that. We charge up my legs, run around, so I obviously can't punch him.
What the?
You there? Can you hear me?
Look at me go! You see that?
If you've got something to say.
Gotta do some cardio.
Who, me? This is my impressed face.
Nice work, Judy. Outdid yourself. If you were to sell that, be the richest Judy in the NUSA.
Please. Plenty of killing machines in the world. I don't want to turn more people into them. After this, chips are getting micro-nuked.
She's such a hypocrite. This is good enough for her right now, but apparently not in the future.
Happy now?
I'm rarely happy, but that was proof enough. Let's get to it then. You've got an elite force of 3 muscleheads and a techie. What now?
Guards and tiger claws in and around will overpower, take down, disarm, escort them out. Clouds will be ours. Bosses, we'll give an ultimatum. A cut of the proceeds in exchange for never showing their faces at the club again. And having no say in how the club's managed.
That's what I thought. A half-baked, insane plan. You can't see more than an inch ahead of you. Taking out the security there won't solve anything. Claws will just send more. Hiromi Sato's the man you gotta get to.
Hiromi Sato? Who's that?
Cloud's real boss. He rarely shows, but you can't so much as sneeze without him finding out. Claws trust him, respect his opinion. He is one of them. We can try to convince him, but it's doubtful. We stand a better chance by injecting him with a dose of fear.
Where do we find this Hiromi?
At his apartment, H8 Mega Tower, topmost floor. It's a penthouse, almost never steps outside its glass walls. But I'll figure out a way to get us inside.
Tom and Roxanne gonna come with?
No. Whole point's to strike both places at the same time. They'll take care of business at Clouds.
Two-pronged assault. Loving it.
This just might work. If we get him in his apartment where he thinks he's completely safe, bosses will understand what we're looking to demonstrate.
My, there's a flickering in that skull sponge of yours after all.
So how about it, V, Tom, Roxy? Made up your minds?
I need to think about it. Never wasted anyone before, you know.
I'm with it all the way.
V?
Don't tell me you're seriously considering this. Sticking our precious necks out for a bunch of whores?
Rather not have to flatline anyone.
What she said.
Hope is it won't be necessary.
Overpower Hiromi. Humiliate him. Should be enough. Bosses will put him out of the game.
Count me in, Judy. Already said I'd help, didn't I?
Thanks, V.
Save the gratitude for later, please. I'll set up the meet with Hiromi and let you know. I need a couple days. Have fun. Toodaloo.
Michael, hold up. Give us a lift.
Only if you don't talk to me. I feel a migraine coming on.
30% of recommended daily volume.
Shit. I'm scared, V. Speaking of gratitude, stuff I'm asking you to do, well, usually comes with a price tag, I know. You want to help, I get that. But I'm more than happy to pay your fee in full. Feels like it's only right.
No, no, she's not.
Judy! For real? No. Don't want to hear it.
But
Not a word.
V, everything okay? V, you don't look so hot.
Okay. Okay, I'm better. Fine.
What the hell, V? You, like, sick?
Remember the heist Evelyn hired us for? The relic I was gonna club?
Couldn't forget that in a million years.
That biochip? Well, long story short, it had Johnny Silverhand's mind on it. An engram of it that's overriding my mind.
You being serious?
Truly wish I wasn't.
Fuck. Anything at all you can do?
One can hope.
It's late. You're tired. You can crash on my couch if you want.
We've just received word on a breaking story.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Outside of Night City. The aircraft's thrusters
Don't worry about it.
activated
Make yourself at home.
from a nearby damaged power station in Santa Domingo.
Yeah, they say they're not going to kill anyone. No, they throw that plan out the window.
Successful.
And the dolls are totally aware of it. That's why I say that whole thing about activating just like you're in clouds is a lie.
Surviving security personnel managed to fend off the attack without suffering additional losses. The company has already announced a forceful response against the Nomads camps. After the break, President Myers has released a statement on the flow of refugees.
Morning, sleepyhead. Had to run. Didn't want to wake you. Left you some breakfast. Eat up.
Well.
The Bushido collection in BD format.
First three are collector's items nowadays.
Scientists from Biodyne Systems have announced a breakthrough in the fight against multiple sclerosis.
BD of a woman giving birth. Nobody's done it yet. Have to hook up a prenatal wreath, which is more expensive. BD of the most common dreams compilation. It's doable, but I'll have to consistently scroll the dreams of a dozen or couple dozen people over at least 1 year to catch the repeating themes. Flying, swimming, falling, going to work or school naked. 2 BD is scrolled by 2 actors, neurotrack set up so that it looks like 1 BD. It'd be Nova, but the tech for it doesn't exist.
Cured by replacing the affected tissue with implant technology. But the experts at Biodyne
Someone likes getting their feet wet.
Don't need to be an expert to tell the Gear's pro.
Who would have thought?
Perilous future. Electropunk? I'd rather puke out my ears.
That's not what I said. You're putting words in my mouth.
And let's do the same this time. Here's the scoop.
Trying to close the door because that's just my habit. I feel bad about leaving a person's door open, but you can't do anything with it, so let's hop on out of here. We're gonna just skip the passage of time and jump right to the next Judy phone call, and then do the Judy mission.
Hey, V. Michael called. Before sundown. Out front of the mega tower. Gonna be there?
Of course I will.
See you then.
Trying to wait, but it won't trigger the wait. I think I ran up here too fast or something. But hasn't the trigger hasn't spawned in or something like that.
Domestic feeder units. Today, Holmes? Come on, don't keep me waiting.
Hey, V. You ready?
I like how these two, they have different outfits on. They changed to what they think is combat ready material. Like they're not wearing the previous pajamas they had on. They have black tracksuits or something. Even the main characters don't change outfits. Here's some clicking going on behind us, and it's kind of annoying. She's always there.
So glad you came.
Molded over in my head. Y'all were right. Sometimes the only rational course of action is a kick in the nuts and a bullet between the eyes.
Yeah, she's always clicking the button, and it's kind of obnoxious that it's happening during conversation.
Just what I fucking needed. V, get it together.
3 different takes I did this, and she's clicking all the time.
You nervous, Tom?
How'd you know?
First time you've done anything like this. Just imagine you're doing what a doll does, just different program. You're great at that. Any idea how I can get to Hiromi?
Pulled the blueprint, got it all figured out. Okay, not all, but we're good on the penthouse. Best bet's to access it from the service level. Got a way in from there.
And Michael? Where's she?
Meeting with Hiromi to avoid raising any suspicions.
She'll make him stay put until we're in.
Just remember, let the behavioral chip do what it wants. Got no time to deliberate and weigh decisions. Just follow your instincts. Freeze, tense up even for a second. Could cost you your life. All right, we going in?
Let's do this. Head in right after us. Go straight to Clouds.
About fucking time.
Stay sharp. Gangoons might be lurking.
Alright, this is the place where you ran into Forrest.
Got a jack into the panel on the other side. Can you take him out?
Ah, fuck. Why does everything here always have to go to shit?
It's called entropy.
What?
Things going to shit. That's what it's called.
I'm getting sick of this. I'm a soldier, not a fucking handyman.
Careful, they heard something.
As with all guards, they follow a particular pattern. The girl on the right can easily catch you if you're walking straight out of the elevator.
Look at us now.
Somehow he sees the body through that wall there, but that's fine. Makes for decent footage.
What then? Everyone all in position?
Tom and Roxy should already be at Clouds. We go on Maiko's signal. They'll mop up security, you deal with Hiromi. But first, you gotta get into the penthouse.
Get in breach security. Get me in the penthouse.
Thought I could do it, but... sorry, it's not gonna happen. Gotta manage on your own.
Not coming with me?
More likely not to be detected if you're alone. And besides, I'll be more useful here. If they activate any alarms, I can override.
Okay. On my way.
Elevator's on the other side. Be safe. How's the sitch?
We're inside at Clouds.
Who's taking which floor?
I'll take the lower level. Tom will head upstairs.
We're all set.
I load the autosave on this point, so it's a little more of an obvious cut. But when I'm entering this next area, Judy's talking just to the player, is what it sounds like, but realistically, there's conversation between Judy and the two dolls that isn't playing correctly. So this is like my 6th or so take on this one.
Alright, on the roof.
Jump down onto the balcony. Careful though.
On my mark. Go!
I'll be late. I told you, I have shit tons of work. No, don't wait up. I don't want any fucking dinner. Everything you cook tastes like sawdust anyway. Love you too.
Hey, did you hear Tektronica's testing?
They punched the alarm.
Not if I got anything to say about it.
In the Grand Canyon. You think it was his idea? Fuck yes. Sale's dead. It's a publicity stunt. Well, then he'll get what's coming to him at the bottom. You fucking wish.
There are 2 outcomes for this mission. 1, the Moxes take over. 2, the Tiger Claws take over. In this case, I picked Tiger Claws because I think that is the better outcome, even though a person directly dies right in front of you. I'm trying to do the most good here.
Oh, Jesus, fuck! Floor's clear. I killed them. I killed them all. Same here.
Go to the surveillance cam in front of the security room.
No, you do it today, or you forget about the whole thing. Yeah. I don't care about any problems you have getting here. Do I bitch about my problems to you? The client is waiting on the goods. Evening? She'll lose all her eddies that hold them by then. I don't care how you do it. Get a fucking Delamain for all I care.
If the Moxes take over, you get hints that suggest that they're not able to hold the place together, and that they don't really change much of anything from the Tiger Claws.
Here, finally. Was beginning to think you wouldn't make it.
Right, wrong. Chicks will give you shit no matter what you do. This one's a real charmer, too.
Not all girls have to be nice, Johnny. Besides, if she's got to deal with a gang, she shouldn't be. Didn't want to trip any alarms. Had to come through quietly.
Fast forward a year.
Could have called off the guards, you know. Would have been quicker, simpler.
I don't have that kind of authority.
Why are there 3 guys? What's she playing
That's our
at?
target, Hiromi Sato.
Don't have authority yet? Sound damn sure of yourself.
Left no room for error. We're exactly where we need to be.
What are they watching?
Demo reel of Cloud's next top doll, specially selected by yours truly. Lucky girl's gonna replace Evelyn. Hope she proves smarter.
Who are the other 2?
target audience of today's presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
This is not what we agreed.
Look at me. See this? This is a look of unfucking surprise on my
I know
face.
the clause. To them, power is a question of strength, ruthlessness. This is the only way.
Maiko!
I'm about to jack him out. They will not be chirpy after the rude awakening. One show ends, another begins. Just as good and unforgettable. Understand?
No killing. I said it from the start.
Oh, please. You mean that wasn't you being noble for your sweet little Judy's benefit? Don't want to kill? Don't. All I need is for him to grovel and plead for his life on his polished floor. Understood?
Meaning you want to replace Hiromi.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that means joining the Tiger Claws.
How the fuck else do you expect me to protect Clouds from other gangs?
Don't like this one bit.
Too late for second thoughts. Tom and Roxy have done their part. Your little doll revolution is underway. Either we consolidate and win it all, or let everything go to waste.
Do your thing.
Well, she is no Parker. Wait. What's going on? Who is this?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once. She murdered Oswald Forrest. And now she's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence. As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors. But this? I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Clouds needs new management.
Am I to understand that this future manager stands before me now, speaking with such zeal?
With your permission.
Over my dead body. We were gonna get rid of him.
Am I to understand these as your conditions?
V, you gotta take him down. That's why we're here.
Hiromi's gotta go.
So I have been told. And what then?
Will you execute all the clients and leave the dolls to fuck one another instead?
Maiko will make sure you receive a steady flow of funds in exchange for full autonomy. She'll continue running things as she has run them till now. But from now on, it'll be official.
Maida-san?
I have nothing to add.
You know what always annoyed me about Hiromi? He had no vision.
Call off this massacre.
He is a man who will not scratch the end of his nose, unless you tell him with which hand to do it. We have one last formality to fulfill.
At midday tomorrow, I will present to you terms to which you will agree.
Your engagement ends here. If ever you should require stable employ, we are not difficult to find.
I'll think about it.
Thank you. Come with me, V. Thanks, V. First transfer from Cloud's new manager coming your way.
If you take the Eddies, Judy will be mad at you. If you refuse to let the Tiger Claws take over, you have to fight Michael. That should be no problem.
Don't need your Eddies.
But you can have them. And have Judy wrapped around your neck.
Keep them. Buy yourself something nice.
The hell did you do, V? Oh, no time to talk now. Just get out of there. You're clear for the elevator. I'll be waiting by Jig Street.
Alright, so that's the Judy quest done. I don't know if there are any others, but I think that wraps up her storyline.
You just stood there and watched her play us? At least you had the decency not to take her eddies.
Decided to give her a chance. Figured you had a reason to take this to her. Seeing as you trusted her, why should I have doubted her?
Don't pin this on me.
I'm not. She knows the harsh realities of clouds better than I do. Better than you do, even.
Fine. I'm sorry. Got carried away. This ain't how I imagined things panning out. But guess I should get used to it. No matter what you do, life's always gonna throw you a curveball.
Evelyn wanted everything in one go, too. And immediately.
That's true. I'd always tell her that. Gonna go. Thanks for the help, V. Thank you again.
Don't mention it. See you around, Judy.
V, do you have a moment?
Need to talk?
I mean a longer moment. Can you come by the camp? I have a problem.
Got a problem and you're calling me? Thought you rejoined the family.
Well, yes, I did, but I thought... I suppose that means you're not willing to come, am I right?
On my way.
Phew, thanks. That's good to hear.
Give me a little more intel. What's your grief?
Well, it would be better to...
Let me guess. Saul, right?
You know me well.
Mm-hmm. See you soon.
Pan Am is really needy, but alright. Saul, as usual, is just a complete jerk to you.
No, the rest will stay here in camp. I want patrols every half hour, reporting directly to me.
Are we preparing for a visit from Biotechnica? Or a fourth corporate war?
The Raffins could surprise us at any moment.
You're not blowing this a little out of proportion?
I don't want any more surprises. Besides, we'll look good, aware, prepared.
So the game can force you to enter this area right in front of Saul, that way you can get berated by him, like a little cutscene. There are guards on each of the other doors. The stupid thing is, during this next dialogue, you actually walk down this rear exit, and then walk around to the front of this trailer. There's no real point to any of that.
V, you're here.
What is she doing here? I forbade you from even breathing on that Militech convoy, so you call in your friend? To do it all behind my back? Is that it?
Uh-huh. That's exactly why I had V come and stand right in front of you. Do you think I'm that stupid?
I am starting to wonder.
Damn it to hell, Saul. Are you seriously considering letting that basilisk slip through our fingers?
I am.
But a chance like this.
A chance at what? Rotting up the job we came here to do? Or pissing Militech off so they hammer us into the dirt right here?
Shit! Pan Am, can you please tell him?
I've already tried. Let it go, Mitch.
The Biotechnica people will be here in an hour. Try not to cock anything else up before then.
I can't believe it. Look, there he goes, off to paint the grass green.
Being unusually quiet. What's up?
I see no point in arguing with Saul. We can't win.
So, giving up?
Of course not. We'll take the basilisk ourselves, then wait for Saul to admit we were right.
Either that, or to boot us out of the family.
You have to pick the Pan Am option first, or it'll disappear if you ask Mitch.
Thought the Biotechnica contract had withered and died.
Saul insists we see it through to the end. To prove the Aldecaldos keep their word.
Crop protection! Who gives a damn about crop protection? All Saul is going to prove is that a corp can walk all over us, and we'll say thank you and ask for more.
What's this basilisk nonsense?
It's an armored Militech cargo panzer. Junk from back in 2060 or so. They want to peddle it off to a backwards country, somewhere it can still pass as a technological wonder.
The Militech convoy will take the 101 right past us. Shame not to say hello.
Let me guess, whole thing's your idea?
How did you know?
Saul wouldn't be quite so pissed if it weren't.
I believe V is right. If this had been Saul's idea, he would have seen it as the greatest plan on God's green earth.
Bull. Saul isn't that petty. He's simply a coward. He would rather play it safe, bide his time. For the family.
This basilisk worth another fight with Saul.
Yes, a craft like that would finally put us back on the right path.
The family is falling apart. If we fall into this biotechnica rut, no one will ever take us seriously again.
Okay, so you do want to go behind Saul's back. Dragged me here specifically for that.
Cassidy, Ted, Carol, and Bob, also on board.
Why Saul got his briefs in a bunch over this basilisk?
He's afraid Militech will destroy us if we pick a fight with it.
He thinks it's safer to stick with the corporations, like Biotechnica. What a joke.
And you guys would rather...
We would rather go back to plying the trade we know best. Logistics.
Meaning smuggling.
That's what I said.
Thought you and Saul had agreed to bury your carbines.
So did I. But it seems that's only true when somebody is trying to kill us.
Exactly. You saved his life. You wanna fuck things up all over again now?
I saved his life, yet somehow he still ignores everything I say. So I do believe we have come full circle.
Remember, a while back, told me to give you a solid kick in the pants if I saw you diving in the stupid pool again.
I do, yet that was before our tandem raid on the Raffen camp. I believe you lost your opportunity there.
Nope, different that. Rescue mission. Someone from the family. Now, you're out to plain trick him.
If you plan to lecture me, you can damn well go right now.
And you plan to grab the basilisk how?
Thanks, V.
Haven't said I'd help just yet.
Okay, let's go talk to the rest.
So, just the 4 vets on board with the plan. Nobody else.
We didn't bother asking the others.
There was too great a risk someone would take it to Saul.
Besides, only the vets understand what we have to gain by having a basilisk.
Sounds pretty risky to me.
On the contrary, easy as pie. There won't even be much security on the convoy. Plus, we'll be doing our part towards furthering the cause of world peace. Why should this beast wind up being used in some little third world skirmish? We'll make better use of it right here in America.
Did you try to get Saul on board again? No luck, huh?
No. Okay, everyone listen. Militech will transport the basilisk in parts distributed across 2 trucks.
Wait, do I sense a quiver in your voice?
Fuck you! The convoy will halt at the railroad crossing on the 101. We'll attack from behind, then get the hell out and away. Questions? Comments? Motions?
Nice job, Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Damn short, sweet, and pertinent. None of that sad sack bullshit Saul likes to tack on.
Panam's got a beef with Saul, I know, but you guys?
Few years back, nobody would have given corporal work a second thought.
We want a good name. We just need good gear and good jobs. And Saul would see that if he pulled his head out of his caboose once in a while.
Yeah, it's all too easy. Convenient to arrange. The exact tech you need. Coming your way, almost served on a silver platter.
Yes, Saul also claimed it stinks to high heaven.
Intel on the convoy, where'd you get it?
Carol hacked the Militech comms channel. Is that enough for you?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay. Thanks. First, we'll ride to the station. The train engine we need to block the convoy's way is there. Are you riding with us, or will we meet you there?
Riding with you.
Excellent. Let's get going.
Now, even if you say that you're going to go there on your own, you have to come back here and then follow them in your own car. That's lame.
I think I heard a little shake in that voice.
You did not.
Ah, come on. Did you get your hands clammy too?
Screw you.
But are you sure you didn't leave any tracks? Militech won't notice a thing.
Are Are you trying to insult me, Bobby?
Okay, okay. Forget I even asked.
And you don't even get to talk with them. If you ride with Pan Am, at least you can have some dialogue. If you want it, or just skip the ride if you don't. What I like about this driving segment, though, is that all the AIs kind of move into a formation and then drive along each other. But since they all share their own paths, that's not too difficult. Still, it's a nice touch.
Let's go.
Makes it really seem more like a group.
Nobody's gonna notice you gone back at camp?
Saul has no wish to see us there anyway. The better to make a good second impression on the Biotechnica suits.
Your sour faces wouldn't help much.
Indeed, they would not.
And the Raffins, what about them? Expecting any trouble?
Saul is. He's posted sentries all around the camp.
How is that not right?
He's wrong in continuing to fight the symptoms rather than the disease.
Don't miss life in Night City?
At times, perhaps. I miss the feeling of having a new beginning. Of freedom. But I also haven't forgotten the emptiness. The feeling of realizing it means nothing if you're alone.
Yeah. Took adjustment on my part, too. Though, never was completely alone.
You had someone?
A true friend. Jackie by name. You would have liked him, actually.
Jackie. I'll remember that. We have arrived.
Big bastard.
If you like it so much, maybe we should just hijack the train. Let the basilisk go on its way.
Yeah, then just drive this beast to the 101. There and back.
Saul would be on board with that.
Are we ready? Okay. The Militech convoy will be traveling from Night City to the base where they're due to meet the buyer. We will stop it at the railroad crossing.
All we have to do is shove this beauty in its way.
V, any questions?
Plan to move this thing how exactly?
It's old tech. Carol will have to hack it.
Then I'll somehow have to finagle authorization from the control tower to move it.
Tower looks inactive to me, too.
Yeah, we'll see to that. You and Pan Am just get the authorization code.
Okay, let's get to work.
Alright, there's 3 ways you can get in. One is strength through the back door, technical through the front door, or just jumping up and over. Even if you don't have super legs, you can just climb stuff. I like the dialogue best for jumping. If you talk to Carol, she'll teach you about punch cards, and that'll open up a little new dialogue with Pan Am later. But it takes a little while for her to finish moving into all her poses before you're allowed to talk.
Well, hello there. Have you come to make yourself useful?
Never seen old tech like this. Know your way around it. How'd you learn?
From books? Just wait till you see what's inside the signal tower. They use punch cards. Punch cards! Can you believe it?
What cards now?
An old data storage method. When the net collapsed, we were thrown back to the 20th century.
What's it even look like?
They're cardboard cards with holes punched in them, as code in columns. Each hole position, punched or not, represents a unit of data.
Honestly, prefer Pan Am to punch cards as a topic of conversation.
Let me guess. You don't really know why you're here, do you?
Pan Am asked me for help.
Mm-hmm. She came back to the fold, sweet-talked Mitch and the rest over to her side. But still, she calls you. Interesting, isn't it?
And there's a bunch of random junk in this place. I do pick it up during my actual playthrough, but this is my recording playthrough, which I use to show the game. That way you get 100% content, rather than watching me look for medkits and stuff, which I have apparently 400 of right now.
Even if we pull it off, Saul will be pissed. I can see his face already.
Remember when we first met? Almost had a pound in your pants at the thought of falling foul of Saul.
I don't recall leaving Pan Am high and dry, though.
Now you're gonna stick it to him plain. Something change?
Uh-huh. I realize Pan Am is right.
How's it going over here?
Fantastic. We have everything hooked up, and nothing works.
It works, though not reliably. V, could you scan it? Because I am not open to the prospect of taking it all apart again.
Capacitor's damaged. Third from the right.
Indeed. Hold on. Let me swap it out.
Time to try it again.
Hey, it works.
Thanks, V.
What are you two doing?
I'm finding my inner peace before the storm, while Teddy is just being dead weight.
Love to join you.
Respect your efforts. Self-respect breeds self-discipline. Once you have both, you have real power.
Drinking always breed deep thoughts?
I just feel like people expect some motivational bullshit from me.
A goal, a love, and a dream are what breed a real man.
Truer words, sister.
Have fun, kids. Need a hand?
Of course. But in your shoes, I would look for another way in first. How did you weasel your way in there? And here I opened the damned door. Be right there. I've always been fond of trains. And the stations where so many tracks converge.
Junctions.
Yes, those. When you see them from above, you feel...
Free? Like you could set off on 1,000 journeys all at once?
Perhaps more simply, hopeful. Okay, here we are. Carol! What are we looking for? Punch cards! What cards?
Cards punched with a bunch of holes. Let me help look.
Okay, thank you.
Well. Got something.
Good job. Carol! We have a card! What now? You have to put it in the reader! Well, V? The card. In the reader?
Here goes nothing.
It worked! Come look!
Little engine that could.
V, I wanted to speak with you.
What do you want to talk about?
I know this may sound foolish, because I asked you to help me. But... why are you doing this?
Because it's important to you.
But is that all? Sorry, that sounded worse than I intended.
Any more questions?
No, I know everything I need to, I believe. Perhaps I should send Rogue flowers to thank her for introducing us.
Not really your style, don't think.
I would add a card. Thank you for giving me a true friend, you manipulative whore.
That's my girl.
All right, let's rejoin the others.
I went through all the conversation choices and I felt that that was the best dialogue for this playlist.
Convoy. Got eyes and ears on it?
Yes, Carol checks their communication channels from time to time. Everything is proceeding as planned. For now.
Pete, you know where Pan Am is? I'm not her babysitter. We're crying out loud. I don't care what's going on between you two. I'm just asking. Can't give me a straight answer? When you see her, tell her I'm looking for her. Saul, you have been a punk every time we've met. This is the mission right after I save your life, and you're like, what is she doing here? Great. It's like, come on, seriously? So much for avocados will always be there for you. Not even welcome in your camp. You'll note that there's no clock in the top right now. That's so that the game can transition all these time periods together. Well, it isn't really necessary because the game freezes time during certain missions.
We could still
Put your ass down a minute, honey. And breathe.
Everything's under control. The convoy is already heading our way.
All of the bottles here are glued to the floor, so even if you drink, it just looks weird. But my V is not a drinker.
Hurry up and wait, then.
If you say that you're in it for money, she gets pissed and starts taking it out on you at this point at the campfire. But the rest of her future dialogue is the same.
We've quite some time left till dusk. The car could use another once-over.
I personally can't see any constellations. Or that magic eye stuff, I could never do that.
The stars have emerged. We've but a few hours till dawn.
You're acting spooked. As if you're the first person ever to stand up to Saul.
Oh, save your breath. I don't need to be consoled. Was it someone I know?
New. Scorpion.
You came home from the war, head full of new ideas, and a host of new contacts.
He tried to get Saul to lead us in joining Snake Nation. It would make us stronger, he said.
I don't think he peeped a word of it to me. What did Saul do?
Saul dressed the guy down head to toe for messing with the family. Hell, he didn't send him on any jobs for a year.
Gee, really consoling. Thanks.
You said yourself you didn't need any.
Don't talk about the war much.
What's there to say? They just packed you into a Panzer down in Mexico and said full speed ahead, soldier.
And it was weeks talking either to yourself or the onboard AI, drinking iodide like water because your Geiger wouldn't shut up.
I'm sprouting a rash on my ass just thinking about sitting in that boiling hot coffin.
Uh-huh. But y'all can't wait to pack your asses into the Basilisk, huh?
That's different.
Completely different. You'll see once you're on board.
Gonna try and get some sleep.
Okay, it'll be quite some time before the convoy comes through.
Couldn't sleep if you tried, could you?
I'll just lie here a while, by your side, gazing at the stars.
That another area of your expertise? Got maps of the heavens in your library, too?
Of course. That's the Big Dipper. And do you see the small flickering star to the right?
Yeah?
You do? Oh dear. That means there's a major leak. Good night, B.
Alright, so this next section is actually Since I'm playing a pacifist, or as much of a pacifist run as I can, while still showing you the content of the game, I'm not going to complete the optional objective here. What that results in is the train running over 4 guys. I'd rather fire my non-lethal bullets at them.
Okay, here they come.
Is everyone ready? Let's ride, V.
Now that being said, as long as I have the biochip equipped, I think all of my attacks are non-lethal, because later on, you get to drive the basilisk, and these shots still only knock out the enemy. Now you do need to at least fire the gun this time for it to overheat. So it can overheat differently depending on when you fire. So you can, for example, use it on the Militech officers up ahead, but we're going to go ahead and transition as fast as possible so I can knock out all the Militech agents. Which is why I'll be firing at nothing.
All right. She's moving. Get her up to speed.
They're going faster than we thought. I don't know if we can catch them.
Uncouple one of the cars. It'll speed you up. V, no hemming and hawing. Take out that coupler.
We're getting close. They're too slow.
V, shoot out the damn coupler.
I see them.
V, we have to drop that car.
Shit! Fuck me. Probably jammed again.
Okay. The trucks are all yours, boys. Let's clean
Move that ass, Teddy boy.
Time for the festive.
Go, go, go!
Don't you worry. We're almost home now.
Mitch, Bob, go!
All is planned, boss.
All right, the train's leaving. You'd better move.
Okay, let's go. Ready to roll.
One of the reasons why I do so much damage, besides being level 50, is I'm equipped with the legendary tier quick hack that adds short circuit damage to every one of my bullets. Then I have myself armor modded up to give so much critical chance and critical damage. It's not difficult to make yourself overpowered.
Fuck! It worked!
Of course it did. Just as I said it would.
I like that they honk. That's a nice touch.
How's it going there, V? Did you have fun?
Sure did.
Just be happy you won't be around to put the hunk of junk together. The real fun is just starting from Mitch and Teddy.
Okay, I just lost the Militech channel. The Zoots finally realized someone was listening and changed the codes.
Perfect timing, if you ask me.
I can talk to him if you want.
No, thank you. I'll take care of this myself.
For whatever reason, I just glitched through the ceiling here, but that has happened to other takes. Now, I really like this upcoming scene, so I give Pan Am's motion capture or skeleton animator props for this.
Fuck! Pan Am!
So it begins.
What's the meaning of this?
Exactly what you see. The basilisk.
All I see is 2 trucks with giant Militech logos on them. Fuck, Panam, you can see them from miles away! You think we don't have problems enough on our hands? The Raffens could rear their heads at any moment. And now we have Militech to worry about too.
Stop it! Fuck! Just shut up already! Do you want to serve corporations forever? Fine, go right ahead. In that case, we'll leave the basilisk as a souvenir of what this family used to be. Or you know what? Maybe next time we're attacked, we'll be able to fight back!
As soon as I'm done with Biotechnica, we call a family meeting to discuss this. Discuss you. Until that time, I want these trucks out of my sight.
And the basilisk? Can we put it together?
Do what you want. Just get out of my sight.
Bob, Mitch, you two take the trucks around back. We need to unload.
Sure, but then what do we do with them?
Oh, I've got an idea.
Got quite a pair of lungs there.
Thanks. I believe the last time I pulled something like that, I was 10 years old.
Seems still to be in fine working order. Everything okay?
Yes, of course. Though the great train robbery bit of this was much more enjoyable.
You need me again. All you gotta do is call.
V. I'm sure I will. So you'd better expect that call.
Be waiting. Take care.
Not like Pan Am will actually do anything for you. Can't call it drive-by or anything. What good is her gun with the turret?
V, the basilisk. It's ready. Would you like to drive it?
Sure. Be there soon.
Fuck V, it is awesome.
So I hear.
What do you think? Ain't she just a beauty? Actually, that is a pretty good picture. Drop by the camp. Stills don't do her justice. And maybe you cheer up Pan Am. Alright, this is a pretty cool mission, but it's very short. Now, I do this mission at night because when you're driving the tank during the day, if you go into the driver view at all, you're just blinded by the sunlight.
Just a little more time. Yeah, you turn it into a goddamn rocket ship. I know.
All ready to go?
Hey, V. No, not yet.
Carol still needs to check if Militech left any ice in the systems.
Corpos haven't shown up in person to report the loss?
No, I think we managed to keep them off our scent.
We left the trucks with the big Corpo logos down by the Raffen camp. Which was almost as much fun as leaving a bag of flaming dog shit on their doorstep.
Fuck, made it look like it just came back from a Corpo War tour. Nice touch.
Everything's fine. Clean as a whistle.
And Saul, what about him?
Nothing, for now. We're staying out of each other's hair.
So he's not planning a family council?
Of course he is. He just wants to keep me in the dark a while longer.
Always wanted to take one of these suckers for a spin.
Which is exactly how all those naive gonks landed at the front. Didn't even need to be recruited. They just showed you the tech.
Go on, hop in. Everything is set.
Here we have a fancy 2-person tank that is, what, like 20 years old? And they have the corniest, silliest way to pilot it. By neural connection, meaning that most of these buttons probably don't do anything.
All right, let's fire her up. Hold on to your head.
Damn it. Anybody get this thing up and running earlier? Maybe you
Everything is dandy. Give me a moment. Oh, yes!
It's not the latest model, but Mitch and Bob did what they could.
I'm not driving right now. This is autopilot. I'll be driving when it looks like it's something out of Mass Effect.
What do you think?
Not exactly how I imagined a Corpo Panzer. I mean, at least since I stopped watching all those anime BDs.
You steer directly from your seat. All you have to do is jack in.
What, no knobs, buttons, blinky doodads?
No, none. The impulse runs directly to your cerebral cortex. In a sense, the basilisk becomes an extension of your body. It's like a mystical oneness.
Ever piloted anything like this?
No, why? Don't you trust me?
Can I still get out?
No.
Then I trust you. Oh, if it's so mystical and shit, why the co-pilot? Extra support?
I'll tell you once we're a bit further from camp. We'll practice. Okay, if you want full functionality in an engagement, you need a second person to handle sensory overload. One pilot steers, the other handles the gun. It's oddly pleasant. You'll see.
He says she's gonna control the gun, but it's just you.
Okay, this will do fine. A dry run first. I'll disconnect for now.
Doesn't need two pilots?
You won't be steering and firing. Are you ready?
Panam? Is this, as designed?
Neural synchronization doesn't happen at the snap of one's fingers. It'll be over soon. There. See?
Okay. Starting to understand what you meant.
Warm up. Don't worry, I'm not gonna watch. Just put it through a few turns.
Soft ride. Seems a boat.
All right, I can see you've grown bored. Now take her along the line of turbines. When I say so, swerve right or left before the last of them.
All right.
Left. Very good. Keep her going. Right. Yes, that's the way to do it.
Now this last one, she tells you way too late for you to actually do anything about it if you weren't ready to go right.
Excellent. Now let's do some shooting. Stop and I'll activate the system.
What's on the menu?
Don't get excited. The Basilisk is a cargo ship by design. But it should still be a good time. All right, blast those wrecks. Bullseye! Good! Okay, practice is over. Good. Now I'm going to connect. It could feel strange.
Meaning?
Basilisk pilots have to be fully synchronized. That means our nervous systems will be linked.
Okay.
It's as if you booked a room with 2 beds, but got a double bed with a blanket wide enough for half.
Okay, let's try this. Guess I'll get to know you better than I'd planned.
All right. Let me just say, it can be difficult at first. You'll experience feedback, sensory echoes as our systems overlap.
Probably comes naturally in combat.
Mm-hmm. Right. Starting now. Oh, fuck. They found us. We have to get back to camp.
They're rapping! Whole group of them, ready for a fight!
They're here too, Saul. In full force.
Take them out. Then haul ass here and make yourselves useful.
We'll go straight to camp. We have to help the family.
I have no idea what good the countermeasures are, but I'll go ahead and keep spamming them anyways.
We're almost there.
Okay, I see padded.
Okay, V. Let's get to work.
I think it's a kind of a nice change of pace, but I don't think they need to make you go through a driving tutorial for this. If you haven't learned how to fire a gun by now, I think you've got bigger problems than driving a tank.
Is everything?
Yes, you turned them to dust. Congratulations. It's time to talk.
What in hell?
All of us, each on his or her own, must think first and foremost of what's good for the family.
Come on, Saul. If I have to leave the clan, please just say so. Spare me another speech of yours at the very least.
I'm afraid you'll have to sit through a few more.
What in hell?
Because from this day forward, you will lead this family by my side.
I will what?
I wish to do this properly, but fine. Have it your way. I was wrong. You were right. That's the truth. May it never happen again.
But I made a mess of so many things. You said...
I know. But I changed my mind. You risked everything for this family, not even knowing whether you'd be welcome the next day.
Okay. Okay. Well, many things will have to change.
Yes, and to start with, we need to leave this place. Quickly. We can't wait for Militech to find us.
Of course. I will prepare our route.
I like Cassidy.
Congratulations. Terrible choice. I voted nay.
Thank you. Thanks. I need to cool down, I think. Will you come with me?
I can't clip through the car like you.
An interesting day. I feel as if I barely evaded a rapidly approaching train.
It's pretty close.
I don't know if I could have done it without you.
Come on.
No, I'm serious. We all owe you.
It blasted them into
so you can count on me to count us.
No squirming.
Always.
Lie still. I need to examine this.
Good to
They
know.
won't dare show their faces again. How many did we drop?
Our losses. That's what I want to know.
They could have been lower if that basilisk had come around sooner.
Our biz won't settle itself.
Pan Am missing from camp at such a critical moment. She'll have some explaining to do.
What is she to you? A seer? Hell, leave her alone.
Are you about done? Moose has got a nasty-ass gash, too.
Nobody's behind the bar. That I like. Beer? Lemonade?
All right with lemonade.
Suit yourself. To happy endings.
What now, boss?
I have no idea. I'm serious. Not the faintest.
Turns out Saul's all right. So it's all wrong?
I'll play it by ear. V, look around. Look at them. They could be your family.
Panem, what do you...
Stay in camp. Join us.
It's really not that simple.
You either want to or not. What's so complicated?
That's the problem. What I want right now doesn't mean a thing.
All right, V. I shouldn't drop bombs like that on you right now. I just thought... forget about it.
Maybe once you move camp, we'll
V?
Panam,
V, relax. Everything is okay. How do you feel?
What happened? I remember we were talking, then suddenly...
You passed out. Completely. We took you with us.
Where?
Somewhere new. We moved camp. Don't worry, we are safe here. For now.
Oh, V.
V, you have to tell me what is happening. The blood. You were out for hours. What's wrong?
Panam, it's getting worse. Every single day.
Okay, V, relax. Take it bit by bit. What is happening? Exactly.
To tell you the whole truth, I'm afraid things won't be the same between us if I do.
V, cut the crap and tell me what's going on. I'm worried.
You know Johnny Silverhand?
Yes, they sometimes play those oldies on the radio. Why?
That's just it. Johnny's alive. He's sitting in my head.
He's what? Am I not... Is this some sort of strange metaphor?
Panam, Silverhand's construct is busy wreaking havoc in my head.
Impossible. It's not... It's simply impossible. Johnny Silverhand? Listen, did you try, talking to someone about this?
Could tell my therapist a lot of things, but this isn't one of them. Construct's more like a cancer, growing every day.
You are not joking.
Just trying to live with it. Survive, actually.
It's certainly not doing wonders for your health.
I gotta go. Feeling better. Really.
And he must have seen me.
Wait. I will go with you.
I thought I heard that voice.
Fucking cops.
Hey, Mitch.
I bailed.
Finally.
They won't
We were
find
worried.
me.
Took good care of your ride. She's over there. But you're not leaving us already, are you?
Is everything okay?
I don't know why he points that way. My car's the other way.
Much better now. Thanks for your help.
I'm glad to hear it.
See you made yourselves at home already.
We do have some experience in this. This is a good place. We have greater control over the area. The rest will settle in quickly. But tell us, how are you? You scared us.
Thanks, Mitch. But I'd better be going.
You're barely standing, V. You take care of yourself, okay?
Remember, our offer still stands. If you need help, the Aldecaldos are here for you.
And that, at least, we can agree on.
If you need anything, you know where to find us.
Want me to walk with you?
Yay, more walking. This is everybody's favorite Gears of War moment.
I know this area. Back from the old routes.
You're really safe here, though?
For now, yes. Militech does not venture this far. And our vantage points really are much better.
Hey! Welcome back to the land of the living.
About time Sleeping Beauty decided to join us. Hey there.
But you know, everything here, it is temporary. All of it. We will soon have to decide what comes next.
Okay, apparently they didn't take care of my car at all. They just buried it in the dirt right below me.
V, back to what we were saying. I will not even pretend to understand. I don't think it has even sunk in yet. But I am serious. How can I help?
Honestly, not a clue.
But there has to be something. Someone who can...
Remember Hellman? He's the one who created the personality construct tech.
That's why you wanted to get him.
But it was a dead end. Now I have to figure out where to go next.
You'll find a way. And once you do, let me know. I will help. This whole family will help. Saul was not joking. You understand?
Thanks, Panam.
Alright, well, thank you very much for watching Tran win Cyberpunk 2077. I'll see you next time.
Oh shit, not good.